We've been asked by our American friends whether Thanksgiving is celebrated in the UK. On finding out that it is not, the next question is, why not? To answer this question, we will also be looking at our traditional British harvest festivals.
The Thanksgiving holiday in North America is rooted in English traditions, dating from the Protestant Reformation. It includes aspects of a harvest festival. However, the modern date of late November takes place well after harvest times.
The first Thanksgiving in America can be traced back to the Pilgrims and Puritans who emigrated from England in the 1620s and 1630s. They brought their previous tradition of days of fasting and days of Thanksgiving with them to New England.
In 1621 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, there was a good harvest and the people wished to give thanks for this. The Pilgrims celebrated this with the local tribes of Native Americans who had helped them get through the previous winter. They had given them food in exchange for an alliance and protection against the rival tribe.
Thanksgiving, as celebrated by Americans, is not celebrated in the same way in the UK. For one thing, the British people who stayed living in their homeland did not have to cross the seas to find a new land to settle in.
In Britain, thanks have been given for successful harvests since the pagan times. Harvest festivals have traditionally been arranged when the harvest comes in that particular area and in accordance with local tradition. This would typically be September or October. There is not a set date or a public holiday to celebrate this occasion.
Until the 20th century, most farmers celebrated the end of harvest with a big meal called the Harvest Supper, to which all who had helped in the harvest were invited. As you will see from the depiction in this postcard, the farmer could also be the local squire. The farmer and his farm workers would race against those harvesting on other farms to be the first to complete the harvest, shouting to announce they had finished.
Churches across the country celebrate Harvest Festival by decorating the church with flowers and produce. A service is held and there are collections to support the local community, such as the elderly and the nearest local food bank.
School children usually spend the month of September or October learning about the harvest and farm life. Some schools have special costume days and visit local farms or markets. Others teach their children how to make bread or corn dollies, and most have food bank collections and a special harvest assembly.
When I was in school, the local elderly population were invited for a harvest festival assembly. I remember when I was in school, that was the over 55s. Families would have been asked to donate food items, such as things from their gardens or allotments. Canned food and packaged food was also acceptable. We would very often sing songs. I remember singing the classic Combine Harvester.
Oh, give us a go at that.
I got a brand new Combine Harvester and I'll give you the key.
Bum, bum, bum.
Don't know the rest. It was a long time ago. After the assembly, the food would be distributed.
Some towns and villages still organise Harvest Festival celebrations. This can include food sharing, dancing, food competitions, stalls and lots more.
In the UK, harvest festivals are nowhere near the big celebrations that Thanksgiving is here in the USA. It's a chance for families and groups of friends to get together and cook and enjoy a lovely meal together.
Nowadays, so many of us are more removed from farming and the harvesting of crops, and we just expect food to be available no matter what. However, the recent COVID pandemic was a bit of a wake-up call for most of us. Maybe we will become more proactively thankful for a good harvest in future years, particularly with the effects of global warming on the food supply.
Let us know your thoughts on the subject and on the subject of harvest festivals and Thanksgiving in general.
Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe to us on YouTube.